Hey everyone, Jason King here. Let's talk Ovation Machinery Health Monitor and specifically its predictive diagnostics capabilities. Ovation MHM can provide typical protection functions, but it also has prediction built right in. So Ovation does not require separate condition monitoring software to diagnose rotating equipment problems. And here's why that's beneficial. This is a typical failure curve for a piece of rotating equipment. The health of the equipment tends to degrade relatively slowly over time. The problem with most protection systems is that they shut down the equipment at the last minute when the damage is actually already done, and that is when you have to start the maintenance process. So now the equipment is down, and you have to plan the maintenance, order any parts you need, assign personnel or schedule contractors, and complete the repair of the equipment as quickly as possible. With the Ovation MHM solution, you can see developing problems higher on the failure curve, so you have time to plan maintenance, order parts, assign personnel or schedule contractors, and you can take the equipment offline in a planned fashion and do the work prior to catastrophic failure of the equipment, saving money in the process and keeping personnel more safe because planned maintenance is safer than doing work in an unplanned fashion, and planned maintenance is also 50% less costly than unplanned maintenance. So here's how Ovation tells a customer when they have problems developing with rotating equipment. Vibration can be complex, but 90% of rotating equipment problems can be boiled down to one of four things: an imbalance problem, a misalignment problem, a looseness problem, or some type of mechanical wear. And the mechanical wear will show up in different places in the frequency spectrum based on the type of bearing. So what you're seeing here is a vibration spectrum, but it's technically a fast Fourier transform of a waveform from a vibration sensor installed on a piece of equipment. The overall vibration value that you get from a typical protection system is a sum of the peaks across the entire spectrum here. And in this case, it would be from 0 up to 50 times the turning speed, or 50 orders. So all of the energy in the spectrum from 0 up to the maximum frequency is summed and given to the user as an overall vibration value. Now, we've been trained by the OEMs and the API standards to believe that the overall vibration value is the best piece of information that we have regarding equipment health, and that we can simply rely on that overall value to keep us from damaging our equipment. That's really not the case. The protection system is designed to avoid catastrophic failure, and in most cases it does do that, but not in every case, and it almost never gives us advanced warning of developing problems. To better understand how Ovation MHM can identify developing failures before the overall vibration value increases, let's take another look at the frequency spectrum. I talked about the four main issues with rotating equipment: imbalance, misalignment, looseness, and mechanical wear. Ovation MHM is automatically calculating the peak and phase for each sensor at several multiples of the turning speed. An imbalance problem will show up at 1 times the turning speed. A misalignment problem will show up at 2 times the turning speed. A looseness problem will show up at 3 to 6 times the turning speed, and a mechanical wear issue on a rolling element bearing will show up in the higher frequency ranges, and a mechanical wear issue on a journal bearing will show up at more like 0.3 to 0.48 times the turning speed. So based on these calculations of peak and phase at the multiples of turning speed, Ovation can alarm against these points. So Ovation can tell the operator that a problem is developing, and the alarm can give more details about what the potential problem is. For example, the alarm can state that the problem seems to be an imbalance problem, or a misalignment problem, or a looseness problem, or a mechanical wear issue. So we're automating the condition monitoring process, and we are in essence expanding the reliability or the maintenance team for that plant to all of the operators without actually having to train them in how to read vibration analysis, because each one of these values is a point in Ovation, so it's being compared against an alarm limit that we set up, and Ovation goes off, says we got a problem in the alarm screen, and the operator then contacts the maintenance guys and has them go out and take a look at what's going on. I think the key message is Ovation, using this technology, can automate the initial diagnostics of problems developing with rotating equipment for the plant. So they don't have to spend their time looking at data trying to figure out if a problem is developing, because Ovation will tell them when it is. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please contact me or your salesperson if you have any questions. It is my job to ensure that you understand how this solution can help you in your day-to-day life at the plant. So please reach out anytime you have any questions, and let's talk Ovation Machinery Health. Thanks for watching.